My camera ever want to show off everything.
Yeah, no, I don't know what I take away.
Fair say I'll try contact you and try start it over for him one. Cause you're one still keep cutting off.
You know what is I take.
You don't give it. You don't give in.
Yeah, no. Look like the fathers never get a fight. We don't know.
Hey, you
Fiona,
know,
where there?
something me I look on for a man, you know. Me say, me kind of pull a little meds and me say, Mother's Day. Every look you look. You see a tribute put up. You see song I play. You see everything you want to see. It did it. And for a man, me not see none.
You know, see nothing for the fathers.
Me not see nothing for the father. That's why me send you that song there this morning.
Yeah.
That's why me send you that song there this morning. Me not see nothing.
Yeah, we make mention of that and say, you know, that I think that to me is systematical, you know. That is just a thing that is planned.
But
Yeah,
that
but
Planned.
we now watch it because we are only for different platforms so can start on a whole for different live. As me just say, if your things keep itching, we're running live over on my thing. You just come over this and we just finish it up. You see what I say?
Yeah.
Because we not give them no reason. You
none.
understand? They can't stop this. This can't stop.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
the conversation important. You
We come
understand me? I
here
say?
now, man. We come here now. We
All
see
right.
what is causing the problem. We soon fix that. You know what I mean? That's
All right. That good look. Yeah,
basically,
man.
me as a musician individually, and the page is growing to a level where, Gyalis Road a clash with Vibrant, I guess. So I guess we're going to have to come to some decision and
What
separate
a clash.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to separate the two entities. Because we were saying, continue the conversation. Because,
So being when my dad left to go back to his country, you could really feel a different presence not being there. So when he was here,
Sorry, hon, your phone, your line, your thing is cutting out.
oh really? Okay.
Yeah, it's picking up. There's an echo there somewhere.
Okay, is that better?
Talk again.
Yeah, go on talk.
So as I was saying about absent fathers, and when we don't think about what is causing that situation to happen in people's lives, where what the backstory behind what creates an absent father, because a lot of people grow up with daddy issues because daddy wasn't there or daddy wasn't for whatever reason, but they don't think about what created that situation to happen, right? So anyway, is it still echoing?
Yes.
Okay.
There's a little feedback, but we can hear you.
Okay. So many years went by. What's that?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So after so many years went by, I went back to visit him. I went back to my country to see him, and I decided to live there with him because I felt that presence of just feeling at peace, just having him in my life, the way that I remembered from when I was younger. And it just made such a huge difference in my life. Just having his presence there just gave me that sense of security, confidence, that feeling of home, you know.
Okay.
You know, sometimes, you know, as when we're growing up, we overlook, like we'll say like, okay, father is not there, but we overlook the man them the wrong way. We have to step up and on.
That's so true.
No, you see what you said now? I have a question, right? And the question is, where are we now? Where were we then? And where will we be in the future? And this question is sparked by something that Queenish said, right? She said, I think the next generation will have a different perspective on their father. She said the generation that is on social media now is mostly hurt.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay? No.
Yeah.
where are we now? And based on what's going on, you know, where you think we will be in the future?
I think that on a spiritual level, a lot of times I see things that way because that's just what I do and who I am. But on a spiritual level, if you look at it like the divine masculine energy, the universe or nature always finds a way to compensate for what is lacking, for what's missing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So if there was a lacking of the protector or the safety of the male figure in that life circumstances, the universe always finds a way to provide in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
And like I had a wonderful stepfather. Yes, we had hard times, but he really showed up in ways that my dad did not know how to show up. That didn't make my dad less of a man. It just made them two different types of men, right? And so where I couldn't get that from here, I got it from the other side. And sometimes we focus on what it's not and what we wish it could be, because you see both men could be broken in different ways. All people are hurting people. There's nobody I know that is not a hurting person or didn't come from some kind of pain in their life, right? But it's so, the society focuses so much on men having to uphold this vision of not being able to show their pain and not being able to show their emotions. And that inadvertently comes down the line to the next generation, the stuff that we don't deal with, men and women. But there's different standards that they have.
The thing is, though, men now are like, they're so different compared to like our father's generation.
Men of the past, right?
Men of the past.
How are we different? How are we different? What's the difference?
Men of the past are adapted to hiding in themselves, hiding what they're feeling, hiding, you know, the pain, the emotions, the affection, until they reach a certain age. Then they start bringing it out a little bit. But what
Vibrant, what do you think about what Suzette said?
All right, back to what Ish was saying, and to the same thing. There you talk about men stepping up. I think it go back to the same thing why the men are like Suzette, because the same thing you're talking about, because they are being raised. The generation before that is now that is some men like, who were raised by female.
Yeah.
So that energy is what you're seeing now. You understand?
But you're seeing a different side of it now.
I agree. The men them know more emotional, right, Vibrant?
Yeah.
Not only that. They understand themselves more.
No,
there's pros and cons to it, but Vibrant don't talk. Let me hear what I say.
It's just a matter of, for instance, me. No matter who, what, when, or how. Once that child comes from me, I owe that child responsibility until life end. You understand? I made that decision to myself without a child. Understand? So some things in life, as I said, you should learn from it and not use it as something.
And not dwell on it.
Yeah. So, for instance, go through a situation with my baby, one of my baby mother child. The fight that I put up and the things that I go through, it only let her respect me more, because she knows see the person she have to deal with and know that, oh, this is a rock and this is what I want. So even though that is what you wanted, didn't understand at the time. You know what I mean? So some of the time, as I said, what look seems to you as a challenge should be a fine. You know what I mean? I understand. Growing up, as I tell you about human psychology, studying human psychology, I realize, yo, I have to take myself out to even understand what happened with my mother and my father. You know, not a lot of us can do that. You have to learn to take yourself out of it and not look at it as, yo, I'm my mama.
Look from the outside in.
Yeah, you have to watch it from the outside. You can't watch it like, this is, or you never dare, or you never do this, or you never do that. But you're
Yeah,
not looking at why you never do that, right? Or what your
So,
situation at the
so,
time, why you couldn't do that.
so we're gonna touch on something now. Me hear
You
Suzette say
don't want
something.
to do it now.
Me hear Suzette say something, and me hear Vibrant say something. Zane, and I'm gonna break it down to my overstanding. What I overstand is that Suzette has said men today softer than the men yesterday.
No, not really for the
That's
soft, it's not the
that's what we
soft
hear.
that I'm saying. I'm not
Right.
saying you're softer, right?
What's the
I'm
difference? What you
saying
say
because
difference
they
for?
have a better understanding of what a
No,
father is supposed to be, what a man is supposed to be.
yeah, but when you say supposed to be, is you have to understand the importance of what you're saying, and what you're projecting. Because when you say supposed to be, you're saying that from your perspective, what you think a man is supposed to be. But is what you think a man is supposed to be, is that really what a man is supposed to be? That's the
No, not
question.
necessarily
No,
from my perspective. What I'm saying is this:
you're
what
saying
they
men
grew up,
today
they grew up with.
understands more of what all right, tell me what a man's supposed to be. First of all,
No,
let's
no. What
clarify
I'm
that.
saying, hear me out. Hear me out. What I'm
Yeah.
saying is what they grew up with, right? They are now stepping back and looking, like what Vibrant say. You have to look from the outside. I find that most men today are looking from the outside now to see what they didn't have, right?
All right.
And what they want
Let me tell
their
you something, Susan.
children to have.
Let
The
me tell you
yeah,
experience
something.
as a father, what they want to give.
yeah,
May I go tell you something, see? And this is my perspective. It is not the law, it's not the rule, and I saw it go and I saw it no go. This is
Mm.
just my perspective. That's all it is, right? I read a lot. All right, and I read a lot of real old books like all the Kabbalion and some old books of all the Bible. You see, I read a lot. And this is what I have found. Men of yesterday and men of today are two different men, right?
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
see, men of yesterday, they were, in my terms, man.
Mm.
See, they never have the little finesse, refined, feminine
No
thing that go
polishing.
on about them. Them the
No
masculine
polishing.
man. So some men of yesterday, based on the knowledge that I gained from reading all these books, and all of them so very similar. So the picture with them paint is that men of yesterday had more kids than men of today, right? So 15, 14, 13, that was the average number of men of yesterday. Now today, the average number is 2 and 3 of the men of today. You understand? Men of yesterday did not cherish and treasure the children them as men of today. Because when you have one child, or
It's
two child,
easy.
or two children, you cherish them now all them close to you, because only two little picnic you have, you understand? As a mother, you have first time mother have 13 and up,
Mm-hmm.
Today mother have 1 and 2 and maybe 3.
If
You
you're
and
lucky.
understand?
pre
So
the reality, of most of those kids, they are so competitive that everyone are mastering something.
right.
Yes.
You see,
Yes,
Because they
because
don't
when you have 13
want
kids,
to
them
step
so
up more than
competitive
you.
against each other, so them group,
yeah,
more
something if it's even
right.
violent, or to they are one of the baddest family you can know.
But them must them better at whatever them choose. You understand what I say? So
But
but
Pharaoh,
but, but
I want to mention one thing about the men of yesterday versus the men of today. Yes, while some
mhm.
men of today are more progressive versus the type of men in the past, like you say, like a man's man. Is that what you mean? Like,
When you
And
say progressive,
that
well,
progressive
was
like
is a very
say,
strong word now,
that was
because
by
we are
force,
comparing two
because
different times, right?
yeah, and
And
that was by force. It's not like man wasn't progressive at that time. They just didn't
no,
have
but
the
she's
resources.
when you say progressive, this is what I'm thinking, and I don't know if I'm right, right? I'm thinking progressive in the modern era, but progressive in the era before, was something different. Maybe
It's
a man
something
grew up
different.
and he was just a
Yeah,
farmer, and in family is farming that them do.
yeah.
You
right.
understand?
No,
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I think that there's value in the men of yesterday too, because that really had some value in teaching boys how to become a man. Like,
There you go.
this is the thing that sometimes is
you see,
missing in
you
today's
see,
generation and the younger
or
generation. It's like some of these young boys don't know how to work hard and how to be, you know, manly
And to
in a
that point,
healthy way, you know.
Why?
to that point,
Listen, as I said, kids observe their surrounding. If you have a community that is moving on like a chain, like a wheel, that community is a wheel. Every child born into that system become an addition to that wheel. So the kids of today have parents who leave them, go out, work hard, find the money to pay somebody to watch them while they work to pay the bills. The generation, the men of yesterday, have their son in the field at a tender age.
Right beside them.
Have their son.
Even as a girl, my father made me go to work with him. I had to lay out tiles. I had to cut wood. I had to do all kinds of things that.
Beautiful.
Yes.
And Queenish just touch on your point, because she says she thinks that you're saying that the difference between men of today and men of yesterday is emotional intelligence. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
No, I'm glad that that's what you're saying, because you see, emotional intelligence, it can ruin the masculinity of men. I'm seeing it today, because today, to me, I'm not saying I'm right. To me,
if you don't know how to handle yourself, it will,
but listen,
you don't know how to handle yourself.
But to me, right, based on what I'm seeing, my experience, I'm saying I come to the conclusion that men are today are more pussies than men of yesterday. It's a strong word, but I'm going to use it because it expresses what I mean.
But it's
you understand? Men of yesterday will get up and go to war. No, in a heartbeat. They're afraid to die. They are more pussies. I know the woman them are another problem there too, because women think that they need men with more emotional intelligence to cater to their needs. But that's what you want. That's not what women need.
The thing is, I'm going to say one thing. A lot of today's women, they appreciate men who have emotional intelligence. That's a plus.
For women of today, yes.
But that doesn't compensate. That doesn't overcompensate for the basic of what the men of yesterday raised those boys to become today. That's the bottom. That's the foundation. But to have emotional intelligence is a plus. It's a benefit. It's helpful.
Plus for women. Modern women of today, it's a plus for her, because those men can cater to her emotional needs more.
Well, it's not just for the women. Let me give you an example. It's for the children too, because if you have a man who just thinks, okay, I provide for my family, I work hard, I'm this traditional, kind of old school mentality man, I don't need to do anything else besides that. The problem is the women feel like that because the man stops there and doesn't have a little bit of the emotional intelligence to add to it, that they're not being supported fully in their femininity, in their ability to be, a better wife or a better mother or whatever,
Yeah, Vibrant says something. Let me hear him say, and then we'll touch back on that.
Yeah, but no, I don't see him think I got approve, because listen now. You see, as I said today in our post, you see, with parenting, that is the problem. Women want you to do their job. That is not my job. You support the love and
compassionate.
You understand? I provide the
logics.
Yes, I agree with this 100%. But when a man has emotional intelligence, he can give space, hold space for the woman to do that better and to do more of that. If he is understanding and compassionate, it doesn't mean he should have to be the woman, but
even in the house with a child, when certain things arouse, the child know who to go to for what. For instance, the child will run to his mommy because, you know, his finger, you know.
And he wants some comfort.
Yeah, he want comfort for his finger or something. If both
Father
parents,
look on and say, "That no cut bad man. Man, why go
if
slow here, man? With
oh,
the bumper
no,
cloth you go ball about."
and listen, that same child will come to his dad with the truck and say, yo, fix the wheel. You know, natural instinct tell the child that from a tender age. The natural
Right.
child.
And
No,
nature is
it's
not
true.
wrong. Nature is not wrong.
You understand? So you have to read even those signs.
All right.
So
You
there's a
see.
case where the mother should do that job. You as a father, as a real man, you humble yourself and let the mother do what the mother should do. And it's a vice versa case. When the dad should step in, the mother should keep her ass shut or sit her ass one side and let the dad do his job. But when you're
All right.
the job and you want me to step in when you should take care of the job, or me want to step in when you know what I mean, vice versa. That is where
No,
Confused.
ladies, me I gonna be myself, and me naturally is a rude person, so me I gonna be my rude self to express myself or me express myself. See, no, ladies, as Vibrant just said, and I'm in agreement 100%. A man has to be a man, and I know, ladies, sometimes we're looking for that balance where we need that man to have a little bit of femininity to, you know, balance out, you know, so you can. That's what you have friend for. Go get some friend. Have 2 and 3 and 4 girlfriend to cater to that. Because it's very important that a man be a man. I don't want a masculine bumbleclad woman. So all of them women will decide she want to go independent and she want to go this and that. She go there with herself, finger herself until her. You don't understand what I say? Me no want no masculine woman. Most men don't want a masculine woman. I want a
I
feminine
don't
woman.
think no man want a masculine woman.
Yeah, but them women you come around like them want masculine because it takes masculine energy to do and achieve certain things that these women want to achieve. But I'm saying that
They
we
don't
need to
understand
play
themselves.
our
They don't know
respective
themselves.
roles. Men and women need to play their respective roles. I know that sometimes, you know, sometimes certain we're gonna clash sometimes, and we're not gonna agree all the times. See, but you need a protector. You understand? And you
That's
need somebody
definitely
to be
more
there.
valuable.
It's
That's
more
very
valuable.
valuable, and
It's,
that's what a lot of the new generation is missing. What you're saying,
but you know why they're
100%.
missing it? Because
watch
they're
out.
trying to compensate. They're
And
trying to
there's so
compensate to
many.
be more feminine and more this, that,
Yes.
that. So now them turn girl and them a walk
Hold
like
on.
this and them a walk like that. You understand?
Yes.
Then the woman them a ball so them can't find no man.
Read the
You
And there's so
comment.
understand?
many men that try to overcompensate for the women and also for the mothers. Like there's dads that try to act like the mom because they think that makes them a better dad, but it confuses the kids and it takes
Mm-hmm.
away from the strength of a woman, right? When men try to take the place of the mother. I see that
Mm-hmm.
happening too.
Right. Me see
It
how
just
someone
throws
nowadays they
everything
like
off.
bally and them thing there and I wonder what the bumper clot happened to them man here.
Me sorry, but me no want none of them.
They were ish.
Come over here, sir.
You hear me?
Yeah.
I tell you, say the comment, Queen Kish. Naturally, when
Mm-hmm.
feminine, I respect him less.
Less.
Not
Yes.
Less.
respect him, but I won't follow him. So,
Or you're gonna follow a weak man. But by being feminine, he's gonna be weaker.
isn't it?
There's a
Masculinity is about strength.
And listen,
you can
when we
you can
talk
still be
about
a strong
masculinity, hold
man.
on, let me address that. Let me address. When we are talking about being masculine, we are not talking about being disrespectful or abusive. When you're talking
Mm-mm.
about masculine, most of the time, some people get that blue force. It's
Mm-hmm.
not no.
No.
It's just being
Mm-mm.
a man standing on your word, doing what's right to take care of you and the
And let me
individual.
just say this for the record. There's men that I know, gay men, who understand the value of that, what you're describing. That doesn't mean they're feminine in that sense, that they don't know their role or that they aren't a good father, or that they're not a good husband. I know even gay men who understand that role of being a provider, of being a protector, of being emotionally strong for their family.
But
I
but
just need
but
to
but
say
but
that.
these but even these gay men, guess what they're looking for? They're looking for masculine men.
Fear. We don't really want to be put it over man still. We are really
No, we're not put it over there, but I'm just speaking on a fact that, yes, Master?
I'm just trying to say that like a feminine
Generally.
man isn't a bad thing because there's men who can identify as feminine but still have emotional strength and
Men,
still be
I do
providers.
not want no feminine man. No feminine man.
I understand the balance of life, Zine, and earlier on some other topic, I remember if it's last week or week before last, I said this, like masculinity and femininity is different from genders. We have to understand that there are energies.
That's all I was trying to say. It's
right. I understand that, ma'am. I understand that clearly, but there's no but because but kind of does defeat everything we just said. You understand?
Yeah, that's a different topic.
But yeah, there are energies, right?
Yeah.
So in every female and every male, you have to find a mixture of both.
That's there. Sorry, my boss. Just
Yeah,
big
we have
up.
to find a mixture of both.
That's them from near and far, you know. Melly, it's a big up.
Is the femininity inside of me? I gonna make me tell it for me youth them and take care of them and get up and go bathe them and brush them teeth and clean them and make sure them all right and make sure them this and make sure them do that. But the masculinity, I'm gonna say, hey boy, what you do? You understand what I say? Not do this. Hey, how you play with? You understand what I say? The masculinity, I go back there.
You know, say even that fear, you know, that as I wouldn't say in my eyes that for me, that is just a general caring. My consciousness make me know.
It's a care, but you have to understand the energy in you. The energy in you, vibrant, to make you love so much, and make you care, and make you passionate so much, and make you have to understand and identify the energy, you know.
Bro, listen, that is just logics of life. Me know if the child is around me and the child don't shower, the child is gonna stink. If I don't feed the child.
No, man. You're going on different level, and that me not talk about, Papa.
No,
you're going on different level.
That you're saying the femininity in you.
Caregiving. Let's say caregiving. Caregiving. I'm saying nurturing. Nurturing is the right word. Nurturing.
Parent over time, my mother and father have to do that for your child. Once that child under your care, certain things you have to do as a parent. So I don't consider that as femininity.
That's just responsibility.
When me you drop, you know, all right, listen, when would I consider
it's a responsibility, you know, but you have to understand energy, you know. We have masculine energy and feminine energy, and for hundreds of years, feminine energy has always been described as that energy that's more nurturing, more caring, more loving, more, you know, soft, if we may use that word, not in the wrong context. But masculine energy is the opposite, rough and tough and win and murder and kill. And you understand what I'm saying?
But that's not
my brother. Zane, the line I get back up here. Oh, yeah, before I say anything, what I would consider feminine energy for me is like, for instance, when, like, if me out with my son them and them get some little sick drop, I may grab him up and, you know, brush and red. That I would consider the because most of the time, I would have said, hey, get up, man. I even brush him off, you know, I brush him off, I beat him, because I brush him off so hard.
Before I say I say vibrant, Miss Queen Keys just said, Queen Keys just make a comment in.
Put him on my shoulder. That is the feminine energy me
all right, vibrant. Queen Keys just make a comment, and I think it's an important comment. She said things are either positive or negative, masculine or feminine. So you have to go find one side and put the thing on, you know. Zane, you have to go find one side, you know. You can't say I try to see a new child, you know. New child not gonna work when you say, you know. You have to go find a side and put the thing on. So masculine or feminine?
About how the energy works for me. I'm just showing you how the energy works for me. Me caring for my kids, for my children, doesn't mean that I am showing a feminine side.
No, that means you have strength in your masculinity because you're exercising your ability as a man to take care of your offspring.
Yeah, I think you're probably misunderstanding what I'm saying. Okay?
Yeah, but
Masculinity and femininity, they are attributed to different things. Okay? Femininity has always been, more on the side of nurturing, caring, loving,
Oracle,
nice, I love you, them type of thing there. You
well, I may
see?
have make Oracle say our piece.
Am I wrong?
Okay,
As
Miss
if
so
Lily, that's what.
I
Go
cousin
ahead. Go
masculine,
ahead.
say our piece.
so masculine and feminine energy as a spiritual energy in the universe is looked upon as yin and yang. You
Yin
have
and
two
yang, right?
forces, the yin and the yang. So the
Mm-hmm.
yin energy represents like water, liquid, flow, malleable, like wind, like water. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then the yang, the masculine energy, represents fixed energy, like metal, wood,
Rock,
rock,
wood, yeah,
earth, earth. So
exactly.
essentially the earth, okay, is holding a space for the water, for the
To
water,
flow,
the
right?
flow, the feminine energy.
Right?
So you cannot have co-creation in universal energy without both the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine. You
No,
need,
we understand that.
right. So the balance of gravity is that what goes up, what goes up comes down, what comes in
Mm-hmm.
comes out.
Right?
So the masculine energy is the energy that penetrates, that puts out, that makes action, that goes forward, forward energy, right? The
So what you're
feminine
saying,
energy
if
is
we were
the
to
energy
break it
that
down,
receives, that takes in, that
so
that opens, that opens.
so feminine energy, what you're saying, feminine energy flows and masculine energy is more fixed, hard, tough,
Yes, and
right?
feminine energy opens and masculine
Mm-hmm.
energy penetrates.
Penetrates. Exactly. But that's if you break down what I'm trying to say, we're actually
Right,
saying the same exact thing, but I'm just
right,
trying to put it in a broader perspective instead of
right,
just rock and water, you
right.
know,
Yeah.
metal and wind. I'm putting it into real life perspective,
Yes.
into how people behave and what is attributed
Personalities
to
and
feminine
identities.
energies, yes, and what is attributed to masculine energies. You understand
Right,
what I'm saying? Who,
right.
who, who here disagree that nurturing is normally attributed to feminine energy? If you disagree, you will up your hand or say something, elaborate on it.
But I think the balance is that every bit has a little
We're
bit
not
of,
talking about the balance now. Forget about the balance.
so like every,
Either or either. Yin or yang. That's what we're talking about. Masculine or feminine. No balance. Masculine or feminine. We're talking about nurturing. Put it on a side. Put it on a side. What on the dumb? Put it on a side.
It's on the
Real,
feminine side for sure.
yeah,
real eye black lion, you feel link up.
So you understand what I'm
Link
saying?
up.
I'm not trying to be politically correct or anything like
right,
that.
right.
It's
I'm just
fact.
trying to be
Fact.
logical. You
It's
understand?
facts.
It's a fact. I'm just trying to be logical here. I'm not trying to be right. I'm not trying to be wrong. I'm forget about what a that. You understand? Nurturing is normally attributed to the feminine energy.
Yes, yes,
And
absolutely.
as I said, these are energy. Masculinity and femininity are energies. It
Right,
is not genders. We're not talking about male and female here. It's two different
right, right,
things. So
right.
I am saying that the balance is in both of us, males and females. Whether you're a man or you're a woman, you have masculine and feminine energy inside of you. You
Yeah,
understand
and
what I'm saying?
honestly, there's some, I've noticed as an energy person, I mean, we're all energy people, but when a woman, I'm just speaking as from a woman's perspective, from my perspective as a woman, when a woman is taking too much in the form of the masculine, she's actually blocking herself from receiving deeper and being able to be more fulfilled and more at calm, at ease, at peace, and happy, you know, and healthy ultimately.
Right. Yeah,
Fact.
big up yourself, Black Lion. We see what you say. Yeah, you love the program. We're there, we are trying for, with us a talk, with us a reason, and a truth, no wrong, with us a reason and our truth. You see what
Yeah,
I say?
hold on. Let me tell you something. German squad, you know what I want you call it? Cause yo, German squad have about 50 who pitney them money have, And I did like today, Jeremy, give me a call. But I love your call.
Yeah, man. Go come off my live, make him talk, make him elaborate. Cause we need to hear them thing
I
there.
really
You know?
can't tell
No, man, just stay on them. Me give him a break.
Yeah, but you know,
A lot of what you're saying, like when the feminine nature is in a state of like in a safe space and trusting and relaxing, then it allows room for the masculine energy to be in its full form and its full strength. But
Yeah, but these generations now are not giving that energy. They're not giving that space to grow.
they're
They're
not
not giving
trusting.
themselves.
they're
They're
not
not
finding the middle ground,
trusting.
the balance. It's
They
either
can't
or
put
either.
the middle ground. Because the woman them a try be man, act like man. They
And the
want
man
to
them
connect
a try be like woman.
themselves. And the man them, they
But
don't know what them a do.
They're not
or
trusting. When they're not trusting, they think they can overcompensate for what they're lacking rather than recognizing I'm lacking this, I need this, I want this. This would be helpful. People, they try to be so interdependent. I mean, it's good to be independent, but if you're too interdependent, you're missing the point that we need each other. We all need.
Right. So Empress Tashaya says some of them don't know how. Vibrant, get off on your line and make you elaborate, cause who want hear, who want go on, you know.
I have 3 callers, so I forgot take back. Emperor Oracle, give thanks, you know. Stay on the live.
And thanks for your input, it was really valid and we really, really, really treasure it. Give thanks. Enough love. Yeah, man. Yeah, but you know, as you're saying, you know, it is not a feminine, masculine competition or a male or female because
It's not.
we understand that we all need each other.
It's not though.
See
Right?
there? Up. Oh, you
Happy
mean?
Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, guys.
Thank you. Cheers and table, knife and fork and
Yes.
spoon. You mean?
Happy Father's Day. Blessings,
Mm.
Mama. Blessings for the life.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
big up yourself. Susan, big up yourself.
So,
Well,
let's
How do you pronounce your name? Suzette?
so that
see that.
Suzette. Okay. What is
Yeah.
it at the end? You know, I first listen to that one day.
the A is just
It's spelled a
my
TTE.
no,
Eh,
it's my initial. Just my
oh,
initial.
okay. All right, gotcha. Yeah,
So what one
Vibe girl.
time?
I'm here. I'm at work, but I came home from for break and have a smoke and thing. I
Give
don't
thanks.
live too far from.
Why you share your experience when you want to talk about your good father or your good baby father, whichever you know father.
Male role models in life.
Some good thing about the good
Well,
father.
my dad, I have to give it to him because he has always been in my life and in my siblings' life. And, you know, him is a father where we say work hard and work for himself, self-reliance, and teach us how to earn without being creating our own job, you know, being responsible for creating our own job. So we learn the core, and he's always been there, and he taught us education and respect and love and honors and manners. But you sometimes have fathers who are unable to be there around their children, and sometimes the moms make it so much difficult for them to be a part of their children's life for whatever reason. And I've seen where it's the only people that get hurt is the children,
Children.
That's very
and
tough.
the women need to start
We need to stop that.
allowing the fathers to do what they are supposed to do. We cannot father the children
In
as
the
mothers. We are mothers, and we are here to mother and nurture our children. And the father did if it teach them. We are smiles.
Let me tell you why me I smile. Listen to me.
Yes,
I
Why?
like somebody to check the life and they'll give me the longest name ever say. Oh no, no, de pa me level project 32 country. Me never see nothing like that, so yeah, it catch me.
You just have to laugh right there, so
I
as for
just
the
laugh,
thing
I
say.
couldn't hold it back.
But
Yeah,
me just I said the women, the mothers, we need to start allowing the fathers to be there, and
right,
it's not all about money and things.
right.
You see, at the end of the day, no amount of things where a father give a child, no amount of things where a mother give a child.
Let me tell you, say
Yeah,
money and things are really speaking, man. Like we said earlier.
it's not money and things alone. So you see,
Right.
time spent is very important as well. So we have to know that. Also, we cannot, if you and the father does not get along on a personal level, you cannot let that affect the relationship between
The
the
child.
father and the child.
Which
A
is
lot
right.
of the mothers are guilty of that because the father not have a certain amount of money. You have a bag of things to say bad about the father. You can't do that.
Or if them there with somebody
You
else.
see,
Or if them there with somebody else, you have one whole heap of things you cannot do that. Because you have to remember, say, you have a life too. You are live your life. You have a man. You're picking them, the same children, them where you have an issue because you and the baby father is not together. You
you
have a
see,
life. You have to pick the beam out of your eye first before you
you
start
see,
thinking about somebody
life
else.
teach me listening and experience, you know. Where in I see enough time the woman them keep what the youth them for the picnic when the youth them grow big and the youth them come find out what and that it drop back on the woman and backlash and it wicked panar and you understand? What goes around comes back around. People have to understand this. You understand? Yeah.
But at the same time, that come back in a circle, those political things.
At the
But I say
same
Brian.
time, which, for instance, then, if she knows says she there with an idiot man, and this
Right.
man, you are trying to see the child from go through that. It is to make the child find early, make him play out himself early, so you will not bet that choice. So one lock out
Right,
the
you
man.
know, yeah, you know, make the decision. Say the man that idiot man with the child. Make the child
Yeah,
actually see
But
that.
come to that conclusion because every child have a mind and it one. Do not paint a bad picture in the child life, in the child eyes against the opposite parent, and it goes vice
You know, I'm gonna
versa.
say something there. You know what? When I was reflecting on mine, Zine, right? Me have my first year with Zine, and from the ball, my locks in the ear, because me have my locks and my locks long, 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 long. And my wife always I say, then, oh, your locks in here. When you make him grow up and make the decision for locks in here. I say, oh, then no, you want to cut him bumbo cloth here. Then you want to make the decision to cut him here.
Yeah.
You understand? So we always go back and forth for the thing there. You understand? When I say, but you don't realize, you tell me say, do something and you don't realize you do the same thing. Because you are
Do the opposite, yeah, doing the same thing at the
here.
same time.
Like say, him decides if you cut him here. And I tell me, say,
You know what though? Well, look here. I think about this. Logical. If you don't cut him ear, no. If you allow him ear to grow and she don't cut him ear,
right.
Where you gonna have? You gotta have a dreadlocks you out.
All right, but don't
Either way.
You have nature take it course.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not gonna do what for do.
Naturally. You understand? So, you know, we have to go back and forth for the something there. You understand? Oh, make when him grow big, him locks him here if he want locks. Me I say,
But you know what?
Yeah.
But the Bible always said bend the tree from it young.
Right.
So when them grow older, them don't depart from it. So certain things you have to teach them.
Right. This is right.
I'm saying them in a work with us, bend the tree from it young. If you bend the tree when it's young, if you bend
the tree grow, man.
That is just a figure.
Yeah, because you want me to tell you
But the word.
Hold on, we can't hear on them. We're going to pick up another battery on us.
Where is that vibrant?
Yeah, because a pine tree, no one said a pine tree. They grow a pine tree grow. So when they even tell you that too, is a mind game.
Mind, yeah, that is true. That is true.
You make a decision where the tree are go. So
basically, what I get from that though, it depends on how you. One on a vibrant. Let me talk to no. It two away. We could converse because you're gonna say if you bend the tree, a pine tree. That, like I said, it's a figure of speech. No, so what I get from it is if you teach somebody, if you teach the youth the way how they're supposed to grow from this stage, from they're young, then we retain this and then we follow suit in the right way of we go.
Yeah,
Basically, that.
Yeah, but that me I tell you, say,
Yeah.
listen, the
Makes
terminology,
sense.
bend the tree. If you bend the tree, you are choice where that tree go. So me understand what I try to say, but me I tell you, say too harsh. You see,
Yeah.
you have to teach a person, you know, and
Yeah.
them,
Allow them to,
healing from teach them.
and make their own decisions. Yeah.
No, I'm going to disagree on that. You know. Hold on. I'm going to disagree on that. See, there's a reason why you're the parent and you're the child. There's a reason. Okay? So, you want to make them own decision. Teach them make them make their own decision.
That's why I was just about to go there. What about educating one? You are actually instilling.
Me not bend them, me I teach them. Me I teach them some
All
things.
right, it's a figure of speech. I think when the people say the bending thing, it's a figure of speech. I mean, also we are Jamaican and we might kind of fuck up sometime when it comes to them things.
Yo, let me tell you.
But it's a figure of speech. You understand me? I say, when I bend nobody, I broke nobody. But as a parent,
but me know him get what me understand, but me know say him have to come in. Because you have somebody have to come in and make it.
Listen, one of my youth. Cause more time me have cooking a different pot me have to cook sometime. Cause here one him and meat none at all. Him and meat nobody feel like say cause sometimes them show to him no want that peace there. You know like that. I mean like that. And him have a moment when he want him peace. I would say, yo.
Listen to me.
Well, I tell him say, you would say it. You know say cheese a cow. I tell him I want you. That's stupid. Go out with cheese.
We have one that went on them seafood. You understand? I want to name meat same way. And it's so funny. The one when on them seafood, see?
One time we have grew up. When mama cook you have to eat. When mama eat, you eat. You know?
Yes.
When we have one son, you know, when him have baby, him not eat certain things, you know. Him not drink porridge,
Yeah, they are poor, pro and cons to that because if you have a youth like me and I tell me say me have to eat it, me I go dead. Me I tell you that.
Yo, I mean, me have a son like that. Me I tell you. You know, we as Jamaican, our parents feed with porridge.
Yeah.
Yeah. That the boy do not drink porridge.
Yeah.
Him not want no porridge, him not drink no porridge. He's never had no damn porridge.
We make about 50 different porridge. I'm going to find one way like.
No. Him not
this man make some Dominican porridge for me youth them.
I told them, I said, I want to make something, you know.
Yeah, man, this man make for me youth them.
Get up next one.
90s up.
Fucking up in the night, yeah.
90s up that mama.
Marie! Big up yourself, mama.
Born in the 80s. 90s up there killing. Me I tell you, now Jamaican youth about a big family can come hold him for such. Of course, you cannot eat certain things, but you can't come deal in a whole heap of
Then vibrant. A whole heap of youth, me know eat the rice and the gravy because they don't eat the meat, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the kind of your thing, brother?
What you
Now,
eat?
yeah, joke. When me a youth, me never eat yam. You can't get me eat yam.
Big up yourself, mama.
Well, on the man, one hungry take me, see, one day. And
Hey.
great grandmother, see? She goes to Bam and she have some renta yam where she boil from man and something. She never even have the meat to go pan it or some cook at that time. She chop on the renta yam and say, yo, I did nicest thing meat in my life from that day me yam.
Then know if you said, yo, know if you make you eat something when you are youth and grow up.
But
yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So it's
yeah, my thing when name's Susumba when my mother, I don't know, oh, my mother get me for name that something the dog. Yes, Susumba.
Susumba. Me never eat the something like that.
Susumba and saltfish. No, Susumba and saltfish. Don't mind me.
Susumba. Yes, man.
And saltfish.
Hey, listen to me. Me don't want to bring fathers. You know.
Sorry, Vibrant. Sorry, a
Father,
Father's Day, but you know what she does to me? You know, long me I'm so super dog.
me say, I want to bring family.
Ooh.
I rent I am.
Nice and sausage.
Yeah, well, you know.
But when you walk out and watch the like star up when me eat that like poison. Me not come
But you know, fun and
to
joke aside, still a nice at top of my tongue.
market with them fathers there with them. Every
Oh
time
my God.
What say? A food's day, a farmer's market with the brother.
hey,
A farmer's fathers. Yeah.
Mother's Day, a big stone me set up and go on with a bag of thing.
But
Father's Day, we
big woman still, big woman thing still, the conversation start because we think that the fathers aren't being held up high like we hold the mothers up, and it is affecting the society, especially now. You know, somebody made the comment earlier where they must say like today people are them social media people, yeah, you understand, will love hype up and love push up there. You understand? Just might. I'm not saying I'm right or wrong, but maybe if we project it more and, you know, we love the fathers more, appreciate them more, we will have more better fathers because, you know, them and you to love praise nowadays, you know, they want them on social media, everybody a star now, you know. You understand what I say? So when we praise the fathers a little more, we will have better fathers. You understand? We need to make it different. It can't be that.
If we give the good one them props because they need it, right? They earn it.
All right.
Do
Jamaica
you
is a
think,
society.
let me ask a question. Do you think there are more good fathers than not so good fathers?
Let me tell you
right
something,
now,
yes, Empress Tashai.
right now,
As Vibrant said, as me tell Vibrant earlier, see? Me I talk about me and my friend them, see? 80% of my friend them are great fathers and them
I
still
believe that.
lose.
I believe
But
that.
why is it
Can
that
I say something
why is
before
it
you
that
further?
we emulate the bad one and we project them out so much that
Give them
it
too
makes
much.
father look so bad? Why?
You know, you know what I'm thinking. Fear, I fear your name though. Fear.
Really?
I can't have fear. Yeah.
Yeah, man, go on.
Listen.
Cause me I drink and you get drunk. Go on talk.
Let me tell you something, man. You
thanks,
see the
man.
youth them now, you see the ones that are not around their dads, I think they're being poisoned. You understand? Them are brainwash them and them talk about things about the father them and then make them father them look bad and look like the worst thing. Even if the father is not around them physically, I think when an effort is made to be in the child's life or the children's life, they should be allowed to do so.
Right.
And don't inoculate the youth their minds against them father. I think this is the reason why so many people, and when you have one, when you hear one woman start dog a father, and the next woman a dog a father, and the next woman a dog another father, and sometimes you have some fathers who are really not trying to make an effort. You
Right.
understand?
Right. Yeah, yeah, the pussy will follow them out there. We not go.
And some of them who are not even
Yeah.
trying to make an effort, but the
Right.
ones who are trying to make an effort, the woman, if you allow them to make an effort and do
Right.
not inoculate the youth their mind against the man them.
Right.
Listen, Dasha, none of my youth them. If you ask them right now who they want to live with their mother, and as they move them 2, 3 days, them have to bring back.
We bring them back.
All right.
Yes,
Let me tell you the important stuff.
as good
That,
thing go.
as me and my ex to the reason, me sure I say. You see the way how my youth them navigate round her and deal with her. When them road means are total different, like them total different. Them are angel them. Them behave themselves and them not me not know the problem them what she have.
Them not
Me
see.
not have no problem. Them are the best people in the world. You
Alright, but
understand? Because the masculine energy, you see the masculine energy,
Mm.
them know them have to deal with that.
Yeah,
Different.
them know, yeah.
I know I said more time
That's different.
and more time fear or even that. I know masculine energy. I just the understanding, cause watch you now.
Standing, them know the difference.
Yeah,
They
for
know
some
it different by nature.
suppose me tell you one of my youth, lickless youth said to me. The
Mm.
man to me, dumb sign. So me I said, tell me what you tell me now, man. I know, I don't understand. The man said, you always understand. The little 4-year-old look for me and say, me always understand it. So even them that know who they can relate, who they can talk
No.
about, you connect it with them because the mother like more you know when they tell you something, you know. And you will
I real talk, you're making it vibrant. I
True.
said that to someone the other day that you see, even a baby that cannot speak,
Mm-hmm.
talk to them as if you're talking to me. We're
Of
speaking
course.
with understanding.
Yes.
Because them understand everything what you say.
Them just can't say it back and say it
Them
in
just
words.
cannot
Because
exactly
they
express
communicate with
themselves.
energy.
All right, I'm going to show you our vibes. The other day, I had 2 infants in my presence, right? One on the phone and one right in my face. So we're doing like a FaceTime conversation. And I just have the 2 babies facing each other like this. And if you hear the key piece of conversation the 2 little pitney them have, it's like them at me and you talk, and them I talk to them one and then me I say, but see Jesus. I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna post it. Me make sure record it, you know.
But Tasha, we not get seen. We not get seen. When we look back in my life, because we have to look back for experience to learn from experience. You know, say me is the same me that me was when me a 3.
Of course.
When we say you see the same main thing that will make me up, I hate same way, you know.
Then it same way.
You not change, you know. You don't really change much, you know. You
The
learn.
problems just get
And
grow bigger in size.
Yes.
Dr. CB say, Dr. CB appointment say from 1 to 7, you know where every child are gonna become.
Right,
There
that's
you
so.
go. There you go.
Right.
Like, me could have tell my parents, said, no, but I waste of time and spend the money on this and that and I think about that. If you focus, spend the money in the music and not this and that.
Fear, before you go too deep, go Tasha, give some baby father
Baby father experience.
Any father.
Him say me forgive. Yeah, me have good experience. Me not have bad experience. Me not have nothing to talk about my baby father.
Up the man, the man, the man, them.
I mean, I big up my baby father them all the time. All the time is not none. You know, some years Happy Father's Day. And everybody be posting me now.
Yeah, but you talk about your father, you never talk about them, and that is the next thing.
But me not have to talk about them. Them don't know about themselves already.
No, but me I say, how man stay, for instance, even Mother's Day, we post with baby mother, or you them and them thing there. We just
Make sure some Happy Father's Day, man. How you say, man? Respect you, me you them nice to the man.
Oh,
yo, hold on, what's your commenter now? Zine? Me have to talk on the commenter. Hold on the firebrand. Me have to talk on the commenter. Zine, because Buzzraka say, from the baby in a belly, you can talk to them and they will respond.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
When they move. See? So,
Yeah.
in right, so you know, say, when my little baby born, Nikolai, I'm born, my ball. Zine, and me used to say a thing like this, when him in my belly, me used to go in my belly and say, Nikolai. And he would either kick this out or push this out, or if he did that kick, he stop. And you know, say, when we died at the hospital, and said, I take what I'm a ball. And I said, Nikolai, you stop ball. I like my listen and say, what's that?
What? Him recognize, man. Him recognize.
Him recognize and him know. So, you understand me? I say, communicate a realness, as Empress I say, in a truth. You understand me? I say, communicate, man. Even if they can't say it back.
All right, me go free up the platform now so somebody else can jump on. I gotta get back to work. I gotta go make some money.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day to all fathers. Good, bad, and ugly. Want to make sure. You see, hey, let me tell you something. First of all, once you breed a woman and she have the baby and come, big up yourself.
What you mean?
Big up yourself. You
Give
is a
it to
real
you.
man.
That's way.
Come to the one who breed you. Big them
Then she
up, no.
just big him
Man,
up, man.
how much time you want me to big him up?
You not big him up here, just I say, all you see once, all of the man them, you still see all of the man them like a thing on the program.
I already said that already. You're not gonna get no more big up from when you get already from morning. That is it. Big up yourself, vibrant, fear up, big up yourself. Big up yourself, Tuesday, Panny Life, and big up
All
all
right.
Father
Hear what
in
me I say
life.
now. Hear
Blessing.
me I say now, Empress, before you leave, see? Me
Yeah.
not you tell me to big up myself. If you big me up, just big me up. Me don't want to big up myself.
Happy Father's Day, Fear.
Thank you.
Happy Father's Day, Vibrant.
Thank you.
And big up on yourself.
Yes.
Later, guys. One love.
All right. Think
Big up,
Vibrant,
it's
you
a
think
good
you're
look.
easy? You think you're drawing me up? Move yourself.
I big up the man.
See, Project 32, I say. You see me, I say?
No
We saw
jacket.
in the belly him play a Bantan song and I to know him a tree and he still love the music. I saw it go because guess what?
Well, so big up them.
What people is before then go human, them is energy. You understand? We are all energies. You have to understand that.
Mary,
That's how we connect through.
you know, so she not getting a jacket. If you call out her baby father name and big up the man, can glamorous big up.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good look. It's a good look, man. But you
Hold
know,
on,
it's
hold on, Fear us is something I know. South Africa check in, you know. So read
yeah.
that one. You see
I want
it?
me a mistake.
You want me pin it?
Yeah.
All right.
From
See me?
South Africa. Yeah. Me see it, man. From South Africa, we have more
I'm,
than
I'm from
60% household. Well, I'm press to read more because you pin it now. I want to go and put my thing aside. Ah, there it is. So she said them have more than 60% household there that led by single moms because the dads are absent. In most cases, the dads are alive and well, but just choose not to be in the child's life. Now, my first question, Fanny D, is why?
yeah.
Because there are multiple reasons, you know. You understand? And we have to come to the why, you know. Not what we think, oh, father did a workless man, but
Yeah.
why?
Isn't.
You understand? No.
What are the crises in South Africa? What are
Yeah.
the things set in place? Where what manner of thing?
Oh, I'm going to do now, man. A beer comment by scream, you can't see nothing else but comment. But we're good. See?
Yeah,
The
that
why
is
is very important
how
because
because that can't it can't be a case where 60% of man just doesn't want to be in their child's life. It must be a systematical trend that is set in place for people to just be careless.
right. Let's respond to the comment here.
But what
Oh,
Part.
it's
so um, my
just the
oldest father, from she a baby, right? Me tell him one thing. Me tell him is, you see, you have a little girl. As a
No.
man, you have to understand she need you, and I just our